Okay, Don Lemon is out at CNN. After 17 years, CNN fires back too because Don Lemon said, how dare you? I worked for you for 11,000 years and then you just fired me out of nowhere. And then they're like, no, dude, that's not how it happened. And then people have mixed emotions. And there's speculation that this comment got him out, that comment got him out, and so nobody knows exactly why, I guess. Or at least I don't, because I haven't read up on it. So, but him and Tucker with an F. Carlson have the same attorney, interestingly enough. So, Don Lemon, what happened there at CNN? What happened? Why the exit? Because you get fired like the same day as Tucker Carlson. And they're not the same. So, because there's rumors of misogyny and things of that nature. So let's see. The Four of Wands and the World card. The Star. Page of Cups, Three of Wands, Four of Cups. Okay. So King of Wands, Temperance. Yeah, that's where I'm going to with that. Tower and the Emperor, aka Smokey the Bear. Yeah, that's when he is the Emperor. Yeah, so Roland Martin, actually, and this brings it all back to me now, did a thing on his YouTube channel saying that they had it in for him when Universal, or is it Warner Brothers, whoever took over CNN, they had it in for him since they got there, and I think that is what I see too. There is something here with the Four of Wands, and not just him. They didn't single him out necessarily. Well, they did, but not just him. The Four of Wands here, there's some sort of company and then something bigger than that company. So like an acquisition of some sort here. And so there, to me, now a lot of people have been saying this, a lot of people are saying it, that CNN is starting to turn a little more right-wing. This is an overall agenda. Whatever this is, they're trying to form it to look like something else. The Four of Wands is your companies, your businesses, your opening days, your celebrations of any kinds, birthdays, parties, blah, blah, blah. The world is expansion. It's big. It's bigger than, it's the world. It's completion. So there is some, and then the Four of Wands is also a card of completion of initial idea. So this was something that was coming. Four of Cups there. Actually, the Four of Cups here with Temperance, this is possibly something that he got wind of, or should have gotten wind of if he was paying attention. But the Four of Cups is one thing that you sometimes do not pay attention to, because you think, oh, it's just more of the same, and it's actually not. So this comes as a surprise, but it should not have. If you really thought about it, there was signs. The Star and the Three of Wands, both cards of futuristic, also something nearing its completion. This is for the overall health of the business, is what they think. And so with the King of Wands, this man here had it in for you the entire time. There is a way he wants the company to look long term. Three of Wands, expansion, again, two cards of expansion, two cards of completion. There is something to make it different, to make it bigger, to make it expanded, to make it something else other than it is. The shake-up. The Tower card. And then the Emperor. There's a different kind of energy that they want in CNN, and you ain't it. There's a lot of changes that are about to happen, especially over the next 10 years, I think, because this is a long-term thing. The temperance takes a very long time because it's a lifelong thing, because it's like sobriety. Sobriety is a lifelong thing. You don't just get sober and you're done. You have to stay that way. So there is a lifelong thing, or a long time coming type of thing. So this is something that was meant to be once the acquisition happened, and then this is what they're going to do over the next decade. But for Don Lemon, he should have seen that coming, I think. It's a surprise to him, but that's what happens. These people are employees, as what you call it said, so. Oh, and the tower was on the bottom. I think they're going to slowly start to replace a whole bunch of people. And I don't know if it's going right wing or not, but there is a lot of changes that King of Wands is trying to make. So next move, Don Lemon, what are you going to do next? Don Lemon. What are you going to do next? The Hermit. Interesting. There are some challenges. There is some challenging of the system. So this is going to get ugly, possibly. This rod, this wandering rod, this stick here in the shape of a snake, reminds me of the story in the Bible of, who is it, Moses? This is what I always call the first Pokemon battle. He challenges the Pharaoh, and they throw their sticks on the ground and they become snakes. And then Moses' snakes is bigger than the Pharaoh's, and then it eats it and it wins. There's some challenging of the system, challenging of the man, the status quo type thing. So deck chooses the reading, I guess. So there is, Ten of Cups, trying to find some harmony. Because the Hermit technically is searching and wandering. So there may be some answers that he wants. He's trying to find harmony, maybe trying to probe employees there. Like, see what you can find out, see what you can do, see what you can see what you can hear, blah, blah, blah type of thing. The 8 of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the 9 of Swords. There is some worry, actually, about work. Because once you hit these heights, the CNNs, the Fox, the MSNBC, everything else is kind of row C and B. So you're not going to make the exact same kind of money. You're not going to have the same prestige. You're not blah, blah, blah type of thing. Knight of Swords and the 10 of Wands. Trying to relieve some sort of burden. There's somebody else here too. Knight of Swords, 10 of Wands. This is like bravery and chivalry for someone who's weighed down. So I don't know if he's going to get some kind of assistance. But your word of warning is the opportunity. And the actual cash and money. Hopefully you don't have some extravagant lifestyle you can't keep up, because your work is going to suffer a lot. And your opportunities are too. 6 of Swords, some trouble transition. Temperance, slowly but surely, and then the Fool. So he's about to start a new fight here. It is going to be a bit burdensome, and it's going to be expensive too. Lawyers cost money. So, He's gonna drag. This is gonna drag out for a little bit. If not the legal part, at least the emotional part. So there may be some. Stay off of Twitter, Dawn. Stay off of anything to where it can be used against you. So this is a lot of emotions and a lot of trouble movement. This is slowly but surely. And this here is saying that your erratic or any kind of erratic behavior is not going to help. But yeah, this is the Fool is not over in 10 days. This is a whole journey. So he's about to embark on a journey. It is going to be heavy though. So beware. So I think this, if it's not, I didn't get the Justice card. So it's not necessarily a long legal battle. This may be something he writes a book and he does a lot of interviews or stuff like that after the legal case and all that. So this is going to be something it drags out for a long time. Talking about the executives and it's going to get ugly emotionally. I didn't get any legal cards. So the legal part may not be the nasty part. It's going to be the aftermath. So, what's the future hold for Dawn Lemon? Let's see. What does the future hold for Dawn Lemon? Lover's card and the Ten of Swords. There's going to be some loss of relationships too. Actually, Anderson Cooper just leaped to mind. Him and Kathy Griffin. To where one person goes through, like Kathy Griffin, when she went through her meltdown with Donald Trump. And she held up the prosthetic head type thing. And then she got put on the Interpol list, and then her career went down the tubes, and then all her friends started to flake away from her. It's kind of like that, to where you may want people to stand beside you, and then they're saying, dude, I need a job, and you're tainted goods right now. And so, sorry, can't. So there's going to be a loss of some friendships here coming, or people you thought were your friend. The Ten of Cups, the Devil, and the Tower. Yes, loss of harmony, loss of friendships. There may be some backstabbing and all that type of stuff happening as well, because there's possibly a lot of people who wanted your position. You used to be in prime time, and then they moved you. So that was your first indication that things were not going to go very well. But this here is a horrible start, just to be completely honest. Loss of friendships, loss of friendships, loss of friendships, this is loss of friendships in harmonies and things you thought were secure. They are not. I won't speculate about your relationship, but this would be loss of relationship, like you and your husband, and then this would be loss of your friendships, or you and your co-workers, not your close friends. That would be more of a Three of Cups, something a little smaller. But this is like your loss of your co-workers and people that you used to have a lot of harmony with, but it was face value, to be honest, because didn't you and Cuomo fall apart too? Face value. Sometimes you think people are your friend when you are just their acquaintance. You're my friend when I see you type thing. You know, we didn't spend a night over each other's house type of thing. So it's Temperance and the Devil. There's also, okay, listen, there might be an addiction of some sort. Now, mind you, the word addiction does not always mean alcohol and drugs. So I don't know what it is exactly, but there's an addiction of some sort, even if it's emotional or to where you play the victim because you like that, or you beat yourself up. Some people are addicted to sympathy, to where I need you to feel bad for me. Whatever that case may be, the victim mentality, victim frequency, as Red Lentil Healing says. So there's something here, though, that's unhealthy attachment, and you need to heal from it. It's a lot of trauma. It's a lot of, because this brings trauma. That brings trauma. These two here, the devil, temperance, there's a lot of trauma around you, a lot of healing you need to do. 4 of Wands, word of warning, there's going to be some upset in the house. Like your personal relationship. So guard that. The Chariot, trying to pull things together. It's not impossible. Page of Swords, bad news and delays, and the Wheel of Fortune. Over time, things are going to get emotionally worse unless you guard them now. Forewarned is forearmed. The Lover's card and the Ten of Swords, your personal relationship here with the 4 of Wands goes through some trouble. The Tower and the 10 of Cups, those you thought were your friends, at least at work, are also going to be, they're going to flake apart. The Lovers and the, not the Lovers, but yeah, the Lovers too, Devil and the Temperance, and the Chariot. Just be careful of whatever that is, because it spirals out of control. The Page of Swords is your negative news, your bad news, lies and gossips, especially from these people here. And then the Wheel of Fortune, which is time, fate, and destiny. I think personally that you were backstabbed. I mean, your own actions, I'm sure, attributed to it as well. But you didn't have any real friends. All you had was people smiling in your face and literally trying to take your place. Because you were once in prime time, Don Lemon. And then out of time. So we shall see.